But look at that. Now, doesn't that look so beautiful and shiny with that cardstock? Hello, daydreamers. This is Catalina from daydreamingtoreality.com. And today I have a really fun tutorial. I am going to teach you how to make cards with your Cricut Joy using your own paper and in Cricut Design Space. Like not a ready to cut project, but a project that you do from the beginning. Either uploading your own images or using images that you already have. If you don't know what the Cricut Joy is, make sure to check out my other videos where I explain you what is it, the first impressions, how to connect it, how to do this beautiful card that is free if you own a Cricut Joy. Look at how cute that is. But today we are going to be using our own paper. With the Cricut Joy, Cricut released this little insert cards pack, and they consist of the envelope, the insert card, and the card that you put, here for it to be cut. Now, I don't know about you, but I have right now, by me, I have a bin full of paper. I don't know what I'm gonna do with all of that paper. Like I have paper over paper, so much paper. And although these are really good value and I really like them, I feel that we also need to use our own paper. Sometimes we just want to, right? This is a free country. So the paper that you want to use is high quality paper. Please stay away from cheap paper, like construction paper. I find that the best papers come like in these block pads, and you can find them at Michael's. Sometimes, a whole thing of this can be $20, or even just one single sheet of paper can be $2. But sometimes they are in such good, like there is so much sales and discounts. Like I've gotten this one, like I think I got this one for $5. So that was, well, like 75% off. Don't buy them full price. They come up with deals. So you want to use two papers that have a really good contrast. And you also want to use the card mat, of course, your Cricut Joy, fine point blade. If you want to write on the cards, as we are going to want to write, you want to use the Cricut Joy pens and also a paper trimmer. Here's the thing, because this paper is not gonna fit in this mat. So I'm gonna choose two sheets of colors that I think will look good together, and then I'll show you how to cut them and get them ready to cut. And then we'll go to Design Space and do all of that jazz. Okay, so now I know what are the papers that I'm gonna use for my card. For the card itself, I'm gonna use this nice, beautiful peach color. You really cannot see it very well, but it's really beautiful. It's just the light doesn't do it justice. And for the insert card, I'm gonna do some yellow glitter cardstock, because if you know anything about me, you know that I love glitter so much. And my husband hates it, but I love it so much. So this card is not gonna be for my husband. Now, this paper is double-sided. However, the glitter cardstock is not. So in the back of the card, it's gonna look white unless you cut two pieces and glue them, but I think it will be too bulky. You have to be okay with that. If you're not okay with that, then I recommend that you use another type of paper. We'll try different insert cards to see what looks better. Let me show you how we're going to do the cards. First, we have to trim this paper. And for that, we're gonna use a regular paper trimmer. I know we have a Cricut. What in the world? Do we even use paper trimmers anymore? Yes, we do. Let's go ahead and cut the pieces of paper so we can use them with the little card mat. If you already have, like a card from one of Cricut's packages, you can use it. So this one is 8.5 by 5.5. Perfect. So what we're going to do is so first let's do 8.5. And now we are going to cut it so it's 5.5. When you measure it, it should be just as big as this one. It should be just the same. You see? Perfect. This is the original Cricut one. This is our paper. To fold evenly, you can use this corn stylus. Just go to the center of your project and then you can do a line. And now we have a nice cord line and it's easy for us to fold it. You see? And it should fold right in the middle. Perfect. So now we have our card. And now we need to do our insert card. And the insert cards, their size is 4 inches by 5.25. So let's just cut them real quick. So here's one. Here you go. Now we can test what looks better. Now that we just cut our card and the insert, we're gonna go to Cricut Design Space and see all of the things we need to do in order to make a beautiful card with the Cricut Joy. We're gonna open Cricut Design Space and we are going to click on Canvas and then we are going to make our project. So what we need to keep in mind is that our card is, like the size here is, what is it? 4.25 by 5.25. So I'm going to bring here, Cricut just has like some corners. Let me show you. Quick corner card. Cricut has these little things that you can, just resize and make sure they fit your card. So I'm gonna insert this image. Now I'm going to make it with the height. I'm just gonna make it 5 inches and then the width is gonna be 3.8. The reason why I don't do more than 5 is because if I do, when I click on make it and I select the card, this material size will be deactivated. I will only have the bigger one. So I want to make sure that I'm able to choose the size I want to cut. So let's just stick with 5 if you are doing that size of card. And I know for a fact that Cricut is coming with these designs, corners, and something really cool inside. But while that comes, we just have to use images. And it's a good thing that I'm going to teach you this because you want to be empowered to do your own things rather than just having the perfect image. You want to learn the logic behind it. And I want to do this one that says here, I'm here for the cake. But there is something that we're going to have to do here. We are going to hide the contour of this. And now we just have the text. Now there is something very important that you need to consider too. Let me zoom in. So when you have a design like this, there is a lot of details that you're gonna lose because you're using paper. One of those are the little circles inside letters. They're called counters, I believe. Because when the blade is coming through the art like this, even though it's gonna cut inside here, when you lift up the paper, the whole cut is gonna come out. The same thing happens with these little hearts in this cake. So we're just going to have the outlines of everything. We're not gonna see any detail of any little heart, but it's still gonna be pretty, really pretty. So I'm gonna make it extra small. And in fact, I'm gonna show you here with contour tool how it's going to look. I'm gonna hide all contours and then select what we're gonna be able to see. Here, let's hide that. And then I'm gonna select just what we're going to see. Perfect. So as you can see, the image got very edited, but this is what is actually gonna come out. We don't wanna have our Cricut cut something that we're not even gonna use. So this is our little card with this image from Cricut Access along with this, and I'm gonna attach it. Let me center it. Now I'm gonna add some writing text because I wanna write on the inside of my card. I'm gonna pick a nice font, writing of course. And I think I'm going to do, really like this one over here, it's called Awesome. And because it's really awesome. Now I have the text and I'm gonna align it center. And I'm going to make this the height 5. Gonna do a little draw, black, and this should be black too. Let's center everything horizontally. I'm gonna resize it so it fits in our card very well. So it's gonna be 4.6 in height, 3 inches, 3 something in width, and I'm going to attach. This also needs to be attached. It's attached already. This is attached. Oh, this wasn't attached. We have to attach the heart. Perfect. Now our card is ready to be cut and drawn and all of that. So let's go ahead and click on Make It. And here I'm going to select that I'm gonna use on card mat. Everything that I'm gonna do is gonna be on the card. Here on material size, we're gonna use a card that is the size of 4.25 by 5.5. And now we're gonna bring this to the center just so it starts drying. And then here, this mat, I'm also going to select the size of the card that I'm using. And I'm going to do a good job of centering it. When you're doing a ready to cut project from Cricut, everything comes nice and centered. But here you really have to do manual things. So perfect. Here is the size that we are going to cut. And this is the size where I'm going to draw, right? So I have to make sure, since I'm gonna start drawing, that I draw on this place. So I'm gonna fold the card like this, you know, the other way, and I'm gonna insert it on the mat like this. And make sure everything is nice and attached. Now I'm going to select here, this is just cardstock. And I'm gonna select it from Cricut Design Space. Done. And I am going to load the mat. But first I need to install the pen. And I'm going to click on Go. Now this part does take a little while. The Cricut Joy takes a good amount to write. Okay, so my Cricut just finished writing, so I'm gonna unload the mat again from Design Space, and then I'm gonna cut So here's where I wrote. And now I'm gonna cut on this side. So let's do it right here. And then I'm going to install the fine point blade. I'm gonna load the mat. And I'm gonna click on go. The Cricut Joy just finished cutting. I'm gonna unload it. And now I'm going to remove the card from the mat. I usually love bending my mat when I'm gonna remove a material, but with this mat is so much thicker, so you really need a spatula, especially with designs that are very intricate. They can just, you can rip them out or tear them apart. And so you want to make sure you're careful and just getting what you need to get. I mean, not always is necessary, but for the most part. Now, here's our beautiful card. Oh my gosh, you think that's so beautiful. So here's some letters, and then here it is. Now I'm going to clean up my mat with the scraper. This is just like the best way to clean it for sure. Now I'm gonna set this aside, and then let's put the insert cards. Now, believe it or not, this is my second time recording this because my camera wasn't on. Now, call that a bummer, right? So, but the insert cards, I always like to be very upfront with you with the things that I go through when I am doing a card. Until Cricut uploads their own designs specifically for these cards, which they're not available for me yet, but they may be available for you. If you go to my article, I'm gonna have that note very clear. You are going to run into some issues if you just do it on your own, or you would just try to find the right size because of the tolerance, like the specific measurements. Do you remember that I resized these little corners? And it matters when you are going to insert something in there. And I wasn't taking that into consideration. I just trimmed a little bit of this insert card. You can even either do it with cardstock, or you can also do it with, with regular paper. But look at that. Now, doesn't that look so beautiful and shiny with that cardstock? That is so pretty, don't you think? You can also do it with, just a regular pink one. Or other color, your favorite color, purple, green, yellow, I don't know. I always like to have something yellow. I love yellow. My favorite color. Or you can do it like this, and it's also really beautiful. Do you see that? What did you guys think about the Cricut Joy making some cards? Aren't these so cute? I mean, come on, you gotta admit it. Plus, who doesn't go to a birthday for the cake? Right? Just teasing. Anyway, I really hope you enjoyed watching this video today. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell, all that yada yada. And I'll see you on my next video. Bye.